What's going on, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard at Graybeard Gaming Group. Today is Thursday, July 30th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. If you are new to our channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. Finally, as you can see on the screen, one of our current giveaways is a $100 gift card to the Xbox or PlayStation Store, depending on which console you're running. All you need to do to enter is subscribe to us here. Also follow us on Twitter, as that's the best way for us to reach you, and we'll be announcing the winner on August 15th of this year. Most importantly, our content, it's not a requirement to watch our stuff. Watch only the stuff you like. Having said that, let's get into today's farming video. Oh, and actually, one thing before I forget, we are currently we started up a clan for Xbox. It's called the Graybeard Brigade, GB Brigade on Xbox. And again, it's just a place, if you're a casual gamer, want to have fun, just meet a good group of people, stuff like that, feel free to join. We'd love to have you. All right, my friends, so again, this is for today, July 30th, and let's check out the map. So typically when I look at, the DC map, the first place I go to is a Lincoln Memorial. Reason being, and I've said this in other videos, is that you encounter 4 main bosses throughout the mission, and so it's a great opportunity to hopefully get like a really high-end item or an exotic to drop. Now, if you happen to be struggling, you're on that fence between challenging and heroic, I suggest doing random matchmaking for heroic, and again, this is one of those levels that when you're in a good crew, you can rip through it pretty quickly. We will actually be showing you one of our attempts from Lincoln Memorial early today, but as we move on, in this area here, Constitution Hall, we have the submachine gun, and for me personally, I really do prefer when something I'm looking for is in an open area, not locked just behind a level. Reason being, you have more options, you have control points, you have named enemies, so you don't get caught in the monotony of having to run the same level over and over and over again. Another area I'm focusing on, for instance, today is right here in Foggy Bottom. Reason being is I need I need some good chest pieces. I need something for an AR build I'm doing. I want a little stronger one for my rifle build. And actually, this control point in Foggy Bottom is one that is my favorite. We'll go over a few of those as well in this video. And as we move along the map, what else do we have? We have backpacks at the White House. I definitely need a few of those. Again, I mentioned that I'm looking to strengthen my AR build. So this, again, in Downtown East, the fact that AR gear is, in the open area, control points, named bosses, all that good stuff. Over here, we have some Murakami gear, which is great for anyone who's trying to strengthen a skill build that they're doing. And now we have assault rifle in the Capitol building, and I'm definitely going to be hitting this up today. I have been trying to get the big horn for a while now. I don't run legendary too often, but the fact that, it's the assault rifle at the Capitol building, and, you need to be on legendary at the Capitol building to get this AR, it's something I'm definitely going to attempt as many times as I can today. So here's to hoping that later today I can actually put out a tweet or something saying finally got the bighorn. So yeah, good luck to everyone searching for that today, that's for sure. Now we're moving on to Southwest. We have Walker Harris Company, and yeah, another great place to farm because it is in the open area. Now, I am personally always on the hunt for better Providence gear, but again, today it's in the dark zone. I'm just not having it. Hopefully, there were a lot of PvP changes. We're actually going to do a state of the game, our opinion of it tomorrow, and we'll bring that stuff up tomorrow. And that's pretty much the main things I'm focusing on this map. Let's travel over to New York, see what's going on over there. And as we open up the targeted loot, what do we have? Let's see. Okay, we have knee pads. Pretty decent. That's a good place. Sawyer's knee pads need to get more love. I mean, those things are amazing. I try to run that in almost every build that I put together. We have actually been working on a farming video for Sawyer's knee pads. We haven't been able to find it in all the ways we want to before we actually put a farming video out, but as soon as we do, we'll get it to you. Now moving on to the financial district, we have gear sets. Again, great place, open world, all that good stuff. Gives you more, just a change of pace as far as being able to try to get certain things without doing the same, specific level over and over. In Two Bridges today, the targeted loot is the mask, and as we move up to the next one, which I'm going to show you, is the tombs, which is a light machine gun. Yesterday, the light machine gun was at Wall Street, and the tombs had the submachine gun. So obviously, people who were looking for the Bullet King yesterday were running Wall Street, and people who were looking for the Lady Death were running the tombs. And what's crazy is yesterday I heard from about 6 people saying that Lady Death dropped where the Bullet King should, and the Bullet King dropped where Lady Death should. So again, you never know. Now, as we move on, I want to show you some gameplay from earlier this morning. Again, this is Lincoln Memorial. LMG is the targeted loot. It's on hard difficulty. And as I've said in previous videos, don't be worried about always change up the difficulty sometimes. Just keep mixing it up. As you can see, we got an exotic weapon to drop. Now, it wasn't the Bullet King, it was the Pestilence, but the other point I want to bring up is this. We all know you can re-roll items now. Excuse me, you can re-roll exotics. However, on hard difficulty, look at the quality of this drop when it happened. It is a perfectly god-rolled Pestilence. So again, play to your skill level. Yes, Heroic has better items that are dropping now, but again, that was on hard difficulty targeted loot. It's great. Anyway, now I want to move on to a few control points that I like doing. This first one is Sleeping Giant, and it's in Foggy Bottom. Now, many of you know who have seen my previous videos know that I really just started using skill builds and actually just really learning how to put them together. They have now become my favorite way to run control points because all I do is I find a spot, I post up, I let the skills do all the, the work for me, and then once the first wave is done, I jump up here, do the same thing over again. So for me, when I'm running a skill build, I like to find a control point that has a good, vantage point. There's pretty much only one way in, one way out. The odds of getting flanked by other enemies are lessened, and for me, it's a much easier way to run it. The next one I want to show you is Ivy Tunnel, which I run pretty consistently, and again, for me, it's a control point I'm comfortable with. I know the timing, so again, find what you enjoy and run it that way. And the reason I've chosen these is based on the build that I'm running. This to me is the simplest way just to clear it out in less than, usually it's maybe about 8 minutes to clear a heroic control point. And then I'm moving on to the next, going to the supply room, getting good stuff, and that's that. And that, my friends, I think is pretty much going to do it for this video. Yesterday was the first video we did where we, said farm this today type of a vid. And you guys the response was great. So this is definitely something we are going to continue to do. As I mentioned a moment ago, we're going to be putting out our version of the state of the game tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff we want to talk about, a lot of stuff we want to bring up. There's hopefully the actual state of the game with the developers comes back next week. We're going to talk about that and a bunch of other things. At this point, I'm just going to let the video play out, but once again, as always, I need to thank every one of you so much for supporting our channel the way you have. You guys have been amazing, and we are so appreciative, and most importantly, as always, take care, be kind, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.